I'm starting off on my old Trepidora wash and go. Go ahead and check that video out if you have not seen that video yet. First, I'm getting my hair nice and soaking wet. I spend like 5 to 10 minutes getting my hair really wet before I go in with any type of shampoo. As I mentioned in yesterday's spring shampoo favorites, I am using one of my favorite shampoos, the Pattern Beauty Hydrating Shampoo. It is super creamy, it smells amazing, and I absolutely love it. I'm only showing myself shampooing one time, but I always shampoo twice, especially if I'm using a moisturizing shampoo. They can be pretty, moisturizing, so I'm gonna need a little bit more than that, but I'm just showing you guys one time so that you get the gist of it. But I'm shampooing 2 times on this wash day. Now I'm going in with the K18. I am super excited to finally be trying this out, you guys. I went ahead and popped that little lid off and sectioned my hair into like, I don't know, 6, 8 sections. I don't know how to count, but enough sections. I left my crown its own little section because I've been having some sensitivity in there. So I just wanted to make sure that I didn't part it the same way. I took a pump and added it to that back section. I did end up adding a little bit more. I know somebody mentioned that I need to emulsify it in my hands, but I did not emulsify it enough. I don't think I do emulsify products in my hands, but the way I'm gonna be needing more than what the bottle says is obvious. So I just kind of did my thing and added as much as I thought I needed, which was 2 pumps per section. I started out by adding the product in my hair and then detangling, but I found that I was gonna need to wet my hair a little bit, and the way this is expensive, I was like, So I went ahead and finished detangling that section when I added a little bit more water in it, split it in half, and that helped me a lot. But for the remainder of the sections, I went ahead and wet my hair first and detangled underwater with that wet hair. So I just took my hair, put it under the water, and detangled that way before adding in the K18 as to not waste product. It was a lot easier to detangle that way. It just went a lot quicker and I felt like I wasn't struggling so much. So that is what I'm gonna continue to do. I'm sure many of you have used the K18 before. Please don't hesitate to leave your comments on how I used it, what you do, has any certain way been recommended to you. Share. Sharing is caring. I need all the info, you guys. I need to know if I'm doing this correctly. I mean, it's pretty easy to follow directions, but my stylist also told me that I could just add the K18 in my hair, let it sit for the 4 minutes it needs to sit, and then rinse it out if need be. So I'm well aware that the directions say otherwise, but this is coming from my stylist, so there's that. I will be leaving it in my hair this time, but in a future video, I will be rinsing it out. So I'm just letting you guys know that now, so you don't freak out when that happens. So yeah, let me know what you guys do. I sat with the K18 mask in my hair for about half an hour with my hot head on. I love this hot head. And now I'm going to get to styling. Today, the Camille Rose Spiked Honey Mousse. It says it's a 4-in-1 styler, so a lightweight setting mousse infused with honey and nettle, crafted to smooth strands, boost shine, and set styles. We are to apply a generous amount onto freshly washed and conditioned strands, style hair, and allow to fully dry before fluffing. All right, easy enough. My hair feels good. It's not like, oh my gosh, my hair feels incredibly like soft and great. It feels good, at least as I'm touching it right now. So all I really need is for it to like protect me from dryness, please, Lord. I think that detangling my hair in sections like this is going to help my crown, because my crown has been like, well, I'm gonna need a break. I'm gonna need a little bit of a, put me on the bench. Like, I don't think I can handle this. So I'm excited to hopefully, you know, get some rest with my crown. It's been a little sensitive, and that is often a sign of wear and tear, just over manipulation in that area. So trying to fix that. Now, I am supposed to use the K18 like 8 washes in a row, and then I can start weaning off of it a little bit, but I'm gonna use it as directed so that I can actually get some benefit out of this. I've heard wonderful things, so I'm excited. I thought I was recording, I'm so annoyed, but it's okay. I just added like 3 pumps of the Camille Rose Spiked Honey Mousse, and I think this time around, I'm not gonna use a brush. I'm just gonna smooth it in. I feel like I should use a brush, but I can already see the elongation is better without it, so. As some of you have mentioned to me, so this wash day, I'm gonna try it just with my fingers. My hair is pretty well detangled since I just detangled my hair as I put in the K18 mask. And you guys have told me that this will help elongate my curls, and it'll probably take me significantly less time. So we'll see. I want my hair to be very, very saturated in this product. That's what she's looking like. So much more elongated than I've been doing. So I'm curious, but I'm gonna try to zoom through this. Two pumps. See, and it really just falls into place. I really don't even need to be separating it. So hopefully this makes the difference that I think it's gonna make. Side note, I thought I'd be okay with like only like using a tool twice within my wash and go day, but like I think I'm going back to once because I don't know, it's just a lot of friction. That's the word. It's a lot of friction. And I don't think I want to be putting all that friction on my hair, especially with me doing my hair more often. And while it really can help elongate the curls to like brush your hair right before applying the product, I think that if I'm going to do that, that's just gonna be the only time that I use a tool. I keep going back and forth on this, but it really is such a debacle to me because on one hand, it can be super helpful, but on the other, I just think my hair, my strands are too like fine for that. I don't think my hair can actually handle that. And for some reason I thought it could, like I just thought I had this Teflon hair. I need to treat my hair like silk, you know? Like fine silk, like fine china. Just be very gentle with it. But, you know, using a tool more than once, it's a little excessive, especially for a style that's only gonna last me 3 days. And I'm gonna have to use a tool twice every 3 days. And lately, with that last Trepadora one, it's more like every 2 days because I had to redo my hair the day after on the 3rd day. And that was just excessive. So this section just took me like 5 minutes. Great. Moving on to the side. Because I have that K18 in, my hair is just holding on to so much more water. Oh my gosh. 2 pumps. I'm starting to realize that I think for my hair type, I'm just gonna have some breakage. Like, it's just gonna happen. And I think that being obsessed with avoiding breakage, which I want to avoid breakage, absolutely, and I'm learning to. I'm still getting some breakage in some areas, like the crown and whatnot, but I just don't feel the need, or I'm not too stressed about it anymore like I was when I talked about it in my like wash and goes or breaking off my hair video. And I think it's just because, dude, it's par for the freaking course. Like at this point, I'm gonna wear my hair in these wash and goes. I'm learning to take the best care of my hair that I can. And in that, I'm learning that, you know, some of the things I do are gonna cause a little bit of breakage, are gonna cause a little bit of tension, and I'm gonna have to fix that. But being annoyed by seeing these little pieces of hair that I know aren't like new growth hairs that I think are actually just breakage, it's not helping me. Like if anything, I need to learn, okay, maybe I need to part differently, which I did this time. And that's actually gonna help me. Like being nice, being nicer to myself. I need to be nicer to me. This mousse has the best slip out of all of the mousses. The Trepadora mousse had great slip, but the Trepadora mousse was frizzing up on me like immediately, and this is not doing that. But the slip is insane. Without a doubt, this is going a lot smoother because of the K18. Without a doubt. I'm finding myself still separating a little bit, but not like actually shingling. This is going fairly quickly. I'm still not going super fast, but I'm going pretty freaking fast. And again, I see these little pieces in these sections, and I really think it has to do a lot with parting my hair, but like, it's the way I just am trying not to like, I just don't know, I'm just over caring so much. Oh my God, the raking is so much better. This is going so quickly. I'm shook. I have not had to spray any water on my hair so far, you guys. None. character development. This did not mix very well with that K18. And it says it's a 4-in-1 styler, so could have used it by itself, but again, my hair was feeling dry and I wasn't sure. I thought they mixed well together because I mixed them in my hand beforehand, but no. So what you're seeing is the result of that. One thing about it, my hair feels so soft. Like the mixture of the K18 and this leave-in has my hair feeling extremely soft. But I sat under the dryer for like 30 minutes and my scalp was still so not dry. So I had to get up and finish drying my scalp, and I just used my blow dryer and kind of parted sections and dried that way. This is what I'm left with. I stretched just a little bit, kind of unintentionally trying to get my scalp dry, but I'm not mad at it. It's not what it could have been by itself, and that's not fair. I can't make a judgment off of this mousse based off of this because something else is in here and they're not mixing well together. But I gotta say, my hair really needed me to leave that K18 in this time because it feels so happy. And still the center of my head is the driest part of my head, but it's not as dry, you know, as it's been. So I'm just gonna take what I got with this and rock, because I actually do have things to do today, but I wanted to come in and show you guys, this is what my hair is looking like. Some of you guys may like it, but for me, it's not. It's mainly, it feels like it has too much on it. Like it just feels like it has too much product on it. And I typically have to pack a lot of mousse on, but this mousse is quite hydrating. Like this is quite hydrating. I'm going to try this again by itself. So be looking out for that because I cannot make a determination based off on that mousse, based off of this. But what I can say about it is it's hydrating. And I didn't even use as much of that mousse as I used of the Daye mousses. The way it fluffed or it pumped out so fluffy and full, like I just didn't need to use a whole lot. But man, my hair feels a little weighed down. Like it just feels, you know when you touch your hair and you're like, oh. Kind of like that feeling when you use too much UFD, Curly Magic. A little sticky, like just a little. And I was kind of disappointed, but I was like, you know what? I did this. And it's all in the name of experimentation. Experimenting. How would I have known if I didn't try? I'm going to have to throw it feels so much softer in the center of my head. The K18, bro, get the K18. Get the K18. I know that, you know, it's gonna take some time for me to actually see a difference, but I feel a huge difference in the dryness that I was feeling. And I know it's the K18. Because I was feeling it as I was applying the Camille Rose to my hair, before I was applying the Camille Rose to my hair. It just feels, it looks good, right? It looks okay. It could be better if I had rinsed that out, but it just isn't, it's not, I don't know, it's not what it could be. So, I'll give you guys a twirl. Oh God, okay. I don't know what to, I'm just gonna go about my day. I will come back later on tonight, if I do come back later on tonight, but I will for sure come back on day 2 and show you guys how this turns out. Okay, it is day 2, and here is my hair. So I had the intention of banding my hair, but I ended up just throwing on my bonnet. Had I banded my hair, I'm sure I could have got another solid day out of this. But as I was saying yesterday, it was just feeling a little sticky, a little much, and I just wanted to see how it turned out just throwing the bonnet on. So now we know. Okay. So this is my hair. It's a good thing that I'm not working at like a corporate job right now, because this experimenting would have me in a frenzy. It's the way I literally do not know if something is gonna work out or not. And this did not work out. This did not work out in the way that I intended it to, but there's still like a lot of definition. It's just soft definition, if that makes any sense. My light just kind of popped on. It's defined, but it's not. It's defined and frizzy. And it's kind of odd. Like, it's kind of odd. This is what it looks like up close. Day 2, and it's time to redo. Gotta love it. First off, I should have tried this alone, but I'm grateful that I tried it with the K18 because now I know it's just not gonna work out that way. But another thing, the smell. I hate the smell of this. And I don't know why I didn't think about the smell, because it's a honey mousse and Camille rose. Like, it's going to be a strong smell. This is my 4th wash and go video. No, this is my 4th mousse wash and go video. So far I've learned that adding a lot of product is awesome. Adding product to the roots is awesome. I can preserve my hair at night with a bonnet, no problem. As far as resetting goes, it just matters how well it holds up. And so, but what I will say about the K18 is it went on very, very well. I know for a fact that it made my hair feel better immediately. The difference between this and the Olaplex is, of course, I can leave this in my hair, but I still feel like it's making a difference. And that might sound, you don't know what's happening. I don't. It was my first time using the product, and as the directions state, you need to use this product for the next 8 washes, like 8 washes in a row, and then you can kind of wean off of it once every 2 weeks or so, similar to how I use the Olaplex, but it's a lot easier to use this product because it's a one and done. Still love my Olaplex, still using her, but not in conjunction with K18. Not supposed to do that, so I do not. People have been mentioning in my comments, the shingling is cool, but like it takes a long time. You're not wrong. Like it takes a long time, and I really don't like that. I don't like that, because I could save so much time if I was just fine with just raking it in my hair. We're gonna see if that's necessary, like for the look that I wanna go with, because I still lose hair when I'm using my detangling tool to kind of detangle right before adding in the product. And I just don't know if that's gonna be very sustainable, especially if I'm having to redo my hair every 2 to 3 days. So I may be going back to using the tool once per wash day, but it could very well be that one time per wash day will be right before putting in the styling products. But I really think it's more advantageous to do it during the deep conditioning step, because then it's just a lot easier going into styling. We're learning and we're growing. What do you guys do? What do you think? Do you use a tool multiple times? I've asked this before on some of my videos, but we're circling back. Do you use a tool multiple times per wash day? Or do you just use it one time during the deep conditioning process to detangle? Do you use it during styling? What do you do? I'm curious. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.